Welcome, ladies and gents, back to Phaser TV here for more Star Series action. We have Titan. They're going to be facing off against HellRaisers. HellRaisers with their new, still, I guess, pretty new lineup. Kucher's the dedicated opera in the absence of the one, the only simple. So things have been not the best for them recently. I did watch a match recently with them where they had a bit of a poor showing on Inferno, actually, which is our first map. And it was against LGB. I think LGB did a really good job there, but
it was a 2-0, wasn't it?
Yes, but Kucher has actually been playing, I think, quite well with the AWP. Like, I've actually been liking his AWPing. He's been quite consistent. He's not as flashy. He's not as explosive as Simple, but he is good. And here we can see your guys' thoughts. Of course, Titan taking a pretty dominant showing there on the betting, which is to be expected, I would say, considering 1, recent results of HellRaisers, and 2, recent results of Titan. Simple.
I think it's reasonable. You know, HellRaisers are a team that's hard to expect to win. Sometimes
they've lost some of some of their star factor, so it's because even
when they had it, they weren't the most reliable team.
But that's the thing, right? Even if they didn't have the most reliable results, you still know that you still know that they can blow you out the park sometimes. Like, you still know that like Simple can just kill everybody. You still know that these big plays can happen because the skill is like so insane. Let's just go back a little bit and let's take a look at the groups here for Star Series and see how things are progressing. Obviously, I got a bit carried away there and I was like, Envy going to go through the Kiev, guys! Woo! But in reality, they're not going to go through the Kiev. They still have matches to win, but they did a good start, of course, taking down Titan just the match before. Pretty, I wouldn't say convincingly, but it looks strong. But as you can see, these are two very stacked and important groups, and it's going to be interesting to see how things progress here. We're jumping into Inferno. James, it's pistol time.
It's pistol time indeed. So we saw Inferno quite recently. Now we're seeing it again. Distance. Ooh, look at this. Looks like a leaf out of the book of NV, as Titan just charged straight into the B bomb site, taking down 3 players here. Dosia and flamie left, and this retake looks next to impossible. Don't have high hopes for this, and I think they are just going to try and play for exits. We'll have to see if they'll have any success. Anyway, it's a good first round here from Titan. And the existence doesn't look much, neither does Apex, so they may be able to get that cheap upgrade to helmets for $350. We shall see.
Didn't get a single kill there, that's pretty depressing. So HellRaisers is going to be in with a pistol armor, one would expect to be the case, as we are going to jump into... Interestingly, Titan actually opting for the ability to buy 4 grenades, so they got 2 players with Tech 9s, and Maniacs there with the Mac 10 as well. So this is pretty cool, actually. Don't often see this. But HellRaisers, they've spread themselves across the usual positions here. No stack or anything like that. And just some P250s. A single smoke on AdreN, who is actually towards the A site as well. So to see if this is going to really pay off here for HellRaisers now. They are looking for a few frags to keep Titan honest. So let's see if they can get just that. Titan are playing it very cautiously, as one would expect. Just poking up with the guys who've got the Tech 9s, the least valuable pistols. So if they are going to go down, it's not the biggest loss in the world for Titan.
Okay, so 50 seconds remaining. Nobody down for either side here. CT's going to be anxious. Going to hear RpK running backwards and forwards in second mid. And is this flank going to come from... Who is it there? It's Dosia, in fact. As flamie has left the building, been exploded into another dimension. And let's have a look at who that is. On the B bomb site, it's going to be AdreN trying to hold things down here for as long as possible, but that's not going to be very long at all, as the Titan side are swarming onto the site with 17 seconds remaining and absolutely nobody down. 3 CTs trying to hold here. Let's see how many of them are left. Angel, Kucher, Dosia. 2 of the players just hanging around the CT area, as that's exactly where we're seeing all these Ts coming. Angel, though, with a knife out for some reason.
And actually, Maniac with the MP7, not the Mac 10. That's my bad. Don't actually see the MP7 all that often.
You don't actually. It's
really rare, actually.
Surprisingly rare, yes.
Yeah.
I think it's easy to run out of bullets with it if you're not careful, especially if you're loitering around on your own. But anyway, I'm curious actually as to how strong it is versus a force buy with a helmet. But that's another conversation for another day. Now we have the CTs charging down mid, or at least that was the plan. French Belgians had other ideas as we are
Dosia's run, he's rooted, he's just gone.
Yeah, we're very early into this round though.
All of his mates ran up mid and he's like, nope, see you guys later.
Dosia is not for this world.
Did he drop his pistol down the well? I think he did.
Why
Timmy's gonna have some heat down there.
Why have I not done that before? Is that even possible?
I don't know.
What does lie below here?
Maybe
the
Timmy
boiler.
O'Toole, obviously,
maybe
stuck down in the well.
Maybe the boiler that was removed from boiler. Because they added it for like a week and a half. Added boiler to boiler, removed boiler from boiler.
So there's probably Timmy O'Toole, the boiler, and a chicken down there.
Who is this Timmy person?
There's always a Timmy stuck down the well. Don't you know anything?
What about no Timmy?
And there's always a dog to find him. So here we go. Maniac gonna already open up the fragging with a kill onto Angel just through the smoke there. That is really annoying here for HellRaisers. That's gonna leave just one man, the AWPer, Kucher. And he's already gonna be under a lot of pressure as they push in on their position now. See, actually, sorry, there's AdreN there on the B site. He does go down.
That was very cheeky peek with the grenade as well. He could have easily been sprayed down there by the team. 50 seconds remaining, and the forces are weakening here for the HellRaisers side.
This
Only
looks...
Dosia.
Yeah, sorry to cut you off there, James. Please forgive me. But if stuff keeps going like this, if Apex keeps opening up sites like this, because if you see AdreN there, he was unable to even find a single bullet onto ouch.
Wow, that's for you.
Onto Apex as he was just running into the site. So if they get to this spot where they can just start bullying them with individual skill, that's going to be hugely problematic. And it almost reminds me of when Kyoshima runs into sites, like how impressive and fast his presence can be on the entries. So Titan so far looking really strong.
Yeah, they are. Let's look at the money here for HellRaisers. It is dire. Not diabolical, but dire. They have saved, however, the big green gun. What can they do with it? Where's it gone? Is this... I'm wondering if this has been thrown over for a spawn play, or... No, he's just thrown it on the floor. Fair enough.
So actually might be that Kucher will push apartments with this. He had the best apartment spawn, and I think you're right. They're going to go for the timing here, and here he is with the AWP, going to go straight through apartments, and perhaps be able to surprise somebody. Kucher, dedicated AWPer of HellRaisers now. As simple as gone, as I mentioned. Looking for an opening aggression. Might find somebody. In comes one. RPK. And Kucher gets the jump shot. Excellent work there from Kucher. They try to challenge the position in apartments, but Dosia's there. He's got the back of Kucher. The problem is this is going to open up the A site a little bit, but they hold well. flamie there locks it down, and things looking really good now for HellRaisers. Kenny S has got 16 health. And there's only 2 others left to join Kenny S in the rest of this round. So Titan are really in trouble.
Gotta be honest with you, I was starting to get a bit worried there, looking at how things were going for HellRaisers, but they've started well this round. The thing is, they were forced to go for a super aggressive play there with the AWP in apps. They can't do that every round because it probably won't go in their favor. Kenny S will fall. That's a great flashbang going to allow Dosia to take out Maniac as well, and that will be a complete clean up here from the HellRaisers side. So bringing themselves onto the board, building some money as well. Let's pay attention to Dosia's helmet or lack of as the round continues, because if the T side are forced onto an eco or forced by with Galils and so on, then these helmetless players, Kucher and Dosia, that small point may make all the difference. Kenny is forced to smoke himself out to avoid being fried like a chicken. AdreN is no longer with us. He's here in spirit, but not in body. For the time being. Things slow down in the round. See, Banana has been smoked off. Angel is just going to hold an angle there, possibly from the spool or coils area, as they can be known as both. Maniac. He's holding an angle here in case there are 2 CTs on B and they go for a kind of a pop flash into this area and a peek. He can offer a counter from that position. Looking around the map, the rest of his teammates are just loitering, trying to be quiet as they emerge up Banan, as they would say.
Lots of smoke's active, and in fact, that's actually all the smoke's gone for HellRaisers now. So Titan going to be able to push in, and he really going to be flash working the raw shots here from kucher to stop them, and the spray from Angel good as well. 2 players down on the entry to the bomb site. kucher in for another shot. Going to be, well, there you go. Does take down the second one, and Angel looking very strong also. 2 frags for kucher, 3 for Angel. Great hold there in total for HellRaisers, as Angel calls for a pause. But this looks much more promising for HellRaisers. Very, very default round there from them. And to be able to win rounds like that does definitely put you in a lot of confidence. And
okay, I just want to have a quick look. Oh, there we go. You can see, look at this. You can see there is a Galil here for Kenyas. I don't know if the buy is complete here for Titan, but bear in mind, normally if you're wearing a helmet from any range, this Galil will require at least 2 shots to the face to kill you. However, Dosia's lack of helmet means that if Kenyas meets Dosia with this gun, then 1 shot to the head will kill him. And if we have a look, oh, and kucher as well, thank you very much, Dan, for pointing that out. And if we have a look at the money on this side, you can see Dosia, it will cost him $1,000, $1,000. If you're not from Cockney, England.
No, but he's got full.
He's got 99 armor. See, that only tells you his health, Dan. You got to go down here. He's got 99 because he took one hit point of armor. It means his helmet will cost him $1,000 rather than $350. And you can see kucher here with 98 armor. So same situation for him. kucher with 5150 in the bank. And rolling the AWP as well, the way he has to peek to try and get the frags, I would definitely recommend getting a helmet, at least for him. So we are currently paused, guys, because there is a bit of an issue with someone's Tinterweb as we wait for them to return, which I do believe will be shortly, thanks to our GoTV delay. Quick reminder, guys, make sure you follow the channel. I think we're currently on 335,000. We are 15,000 away from giving away this M9 Bayonet Urban Mask. But not only this, but before we go into the next point, this will be available for everybody to enter a raffle for. And we will also be raffling this AK-47 Fire Serpent. This will be available to our subscribers. So we'll have a sub-raffle and a raffle open to everyone. So everyone is in with a chance to win something. Nobody gets left out here at Face It. So you can win this, but once we get to 350,000 followers, then we will do a raffle for both of them during the following stream, guys. So make sure you hit that follow button, and then we will give these away. And for our next milestone, we have some absolute madness in the pipeline. But you have to wait until we hit the 350 at what that may be. So, game is about to resume now. Everyone's back on Tinternet. Are you a fan of Tinternet?
Hi.
Great. Also, Maniac, just with a pistol, P250, but if he finds friends in kucher and Dosia, they may be eliminated by his little red pistol. So, let's bear this in mind as we go forward into round 7. This is where Dan talks.
I don't want to talk anymore, James. I'm done. Alright then, if you insist. Well, as we can see, it is a little bit strained here for Titan. HellRaisers is still looking quite good at the moment. They haven't really lost any health on anybody, but so we can see already the early damage battle is won by HellRaisers. They've not fallen back all that much either, so generally doing quite well. Resmoke into apartments there from Dosia.
It's RPK in the apartments as well. So even if he Like he's moved away from the angle just in case he gets naded because he's got 24 HP. But let's say he just poked a few shots through that smoke and found Dosia's face. Dosia's dead. He's dead, Dan.
Absolutely, and it's time to go in, I think, as we can see the counter grenades coming in to slow things down here for Titan, who really want to get in now. The grenades are coming in. Oh, what a fantastic nade. 1 HP for RpK. Going to be diving in, meeting the bullets of Dosia as flamie is going to be locking down the pit. There's no entry. Oh, flamie just barely finds through the smoke the planter. Bomb goes down. 15 seconds left as Kenny S is going to go through. Oh, great reaction there from Kenny S as he's going to fall back now. But that's all he can really hope to do is just stay alive at this point. And HellRaisers, basically, I think that Titan didn't apply enough pressure quickly enough because HellRaisers had a load of nades left towards the latter stages of the round, kind of forcing Titan into a really hard spot where they're trying to push into nades still. So definitely looking great here now for HellRaisers. 3-4, the score. AWP still on kucher, and they're still doing a really good job at the moment when it comes to playing that AWP consistently. So let's actually just check kucher real quick. He's going to go for this middle pick. And again, a defensive angle, but they're quick up into banana. Things could get hairy very suddenly right now as there's AdreN with 1 frag, gets the flames as well. Another one from AdreN, 3.
Bomb as well, he's got the bomb. They could smoke off mid right now. Sorry, banana. Indeed they have, but they need to get that, well, that last frag will end the round anyway. Nice snap there by Angel. His snap existence is scalp off, leave his brain exposed. 4-4, HellRaisers getting well on their way to taking control of this map after a horrible start.
Oh yeah, it was super terrible. And it looked like Titan were rolling over them with individual skill alone as well, which is always a very bad premonition early on. But here we go once again. Effort for B control, but kucher, they're on the angle. Can they push him away with the grenades, with the movement? Oh, Maniac comes in, sidestep, shot to the dome. And that's kucher removed from the round. AdreN now going to be on first oranges, falling back quickly to quad. As they come in, they line up for the man. 2 there for AdreN. As Angel comes in, the flash was good, but no frags. They're low, but that's not good enough. As we have 2 players left, Dosia and flamie. They're far away from one another, but flamie does not care. Going to go straight in for the one-on-ones. Only gets a single kill. Dosia with a significant health advantage. All the grenades as well. His chances in this one actually are quite good, and the bomb yet to go down. Oh, there's the peak. It's the bomb. I'm not sure what was going on there. Had ages to get himself on the bomb side or to throw the bomb over. But now, Dosia just has to play the smart game, and RpK with 1 HP needs a miracle now. RpK just testing, seeing if Dosia would use the sound to push prematurely, but Dosia's playing it so safe. Here he comes. RpK is in construction now. He needs that 1 bullet to the head straight away, or he is done. Dosia's got time though, going to smoke off that area there towards construction. There it is, finds the frag quickly on RpK, and there you go. AWP lying in wait for him as well on the grill. AWP on the grill, best kind of AWP.
I went past the shop the other day, Dan, called Perfect Grill.
Oh,
I tweeted you straight away, but you didn't reply, Dan.
I favorited it, and I retweeted it.
Oh, good stuff. No, everyone likes a perfect grill.
AWP on the grill. Okay, 5-4 now the scores. HellRaisers looking better and better. Bit of a close one, but they did pull it out in the end. Kucher, only 1 aggressive peek down in apartments so far. Hasn't shown any other aggression. He's playing his standard there. Ooh, the pixel shot. And down to 1. He does re-peek for the shot. Gets the kill.
Double hit. He hit Apex down to 13 HP as well. Massive shot there, especially after getting tagged so hard on the first peek.
He should not have been alive. He just should not have been alive.
No, but he was holding a tight angle, Dan.
He was. So here we go. They're trying to get their way up middle now, and this is the problem for them, is that they don't really have any players to throw away. So they're going to get position, but they're going to make this good. The entry's got to be fast and quick. Clean entries need to be found by Titan here. Oh my god. HellRaisers have grenades. Always, it would seem. There's 50 seconds left, though, and they've run out now. It's just AdreN with 1. one flashbang, but there's Existence.
Ooh, this timing peak.
Oh my God, he got
fighting the frag and shooting him in the ankles.
That's ridiculous, but it's a 3-on-3 still. So HellRaisers still in good positions here. flamie going to pick up one. He's on the bomb side. They know where he is now, but oh, there it is. Great shot there from the in-game leader. Titan rolling into the site now off the back of that frag, but flamie in the site, saving the day so far. Existence, oh, gets the no-scope there. The challenge not going away of flamie. And here comes AdreN, but there is time to surely get this bomb down, but it has to go and collect it first. 10 seconds left. And AdreN knows exactly what's going on. Gets so much position here whilst that bomb's being planting. And he gets the wall bang. There it is. Round secured by HellRaisers. There's a great effort from Existence. He got them all dead apart from AdreN, and he did get the bomb down. So
I just want to say something quickly. Angel was holding an angle here, but he wasn't holding it all the time. He was staying behind, peeking every so often, staying behind, peeking every so often. So you can see Existence there. He looked at this angle, didn't see anyone, so the angle was clear as far as he was concerned. Moved over to this position, but the good thing is the good play from Titan had a player holding this angle as well, which gave him a bit of safe coverage. Angel peeked, should have got at least one frag there, as I suppose Existence's teammate was looking at Library at the time. But it didn't happen, but the idea was there from the CTs.
Straight up on into the crosshairs of kucher and flamie as they get completely annihilated on the mid push, trying that fast pace, but this round it's not going to work out for them. And we saw that there was success in this kind of a play for Titan when they were playing as Envy, but that's because Envy were playing two players early on the A site oftentimes. This time though for HellRaisers, they have a different style. They play more passively. As we're stuck on the smoke, Existence actually going to pick up 2 frags. Going to have the bomb there on Bananas, so might just be able to make something happen here. They have to split up. You can see that they're quite central on the map.
I could just leave it here for a while.
And here we go. Existence going to find himself a one-on-one very shortly. It's very key that he doesn't take any damage here. Going to throw over the smoke. And there's the flash into the site as well. Does get counter flashed. Now that's going to be the rotation coming in. They know there's only one left, so there he is, and he gets gunned down from the back. AdreN with the frag. 7-4. HellRaisers looking very, very good.
While he didn't know necessarily where the player was on the site, he saw the Molly come in there at an inopportune time and get taken up by the smoke. He has no idea how far away that CT is. I wonder though if it could have been an option to just try and run through that smoke or try and at least plant the bomb in the smoke. But he's playing to win that round, even in a 3 versus 1 situation. So I think you're pretty much resigning to death after planting if you even get it there. However, RpK now starting things well here on the eco round from Titan. It is 4v4, however. Still in control of the bomb, and there is denial of information with regards to the bomb for the CTs. So 2-2 it will be, 2 CTs per site. Dosia in a long rotation position playing the quad area. See Kucher, he's in a library at the moment.
And they are gearing up to go in. As we can see, the 2 players on the site, almost the heating party setup, but not quite. And they already have an AK on Apex, thanks to the quick kill onto flamie. But in they go, and AdreN on second oranges. Can he get the frags? Oh, do they go straight through the smoke to construction, all of them, or just Maniac? It's like Maniac's going to wrap around the back here. Might not get spotted. Was going to be able to call the first place position. Angel there from the back, though, does get the frags nice and tidy, and HellRaisers pick up another round. 8-4 the score as the eco is cleaned up. And now it's starting to get really scary because HellRaisers, they don't seem to, they don't have to change what they're doing. They're playing the most default game they can. And that's the scariest thing when Titan can't find a way to break that.
HellRaisers have won a number of rounds in a row now, as Titan, I think they might have gone, I'm pretty sure they went 4-0 up, and then HellRaisers got their act together and won 8 rounds in a row. Kucher doing good work there. We'll see what happens when he's on the other end. And it's Kenny's trying to dominate the mid in the second half. But again, this is an excellent recovery from HellRaisers, all things considered. If they can make this 11-4, then that won't be too shabby around at all. Is Kucher going to peek Boiler at the right time? Is he going to peek? You can see the nade. That's the indication.
Oh.
But Kenny, yes, with some kind of X-Men mutant play there from Boiler. It's going to shoot him through the door. Take out Flamie as well. Kenny S is in rage mode right now.
There's a problem with the guy in pit as well. Can they find him in time?
He hasn't seen him, has he?
Oh, it's just turning around, and Dosia gets 2 quick frags with the pistol. AdreN going to come in now up middle with the play from that B bomb site, the retake attempt. Oh, he gets the kill as well and picks up the AWP.
These peaks are almost illegal, Dan.
How, like, okay, so it's really strong to have an AWP on the Boiler angle where Kucher was.
I need to see that from Kenny's angle.
Yeah, but unless they have an AWP themselves, then it's like, okay, maybe the edges aren't as big. But even still, you've got to be really fast. Really, really fast. I don't know if... I think Kenny S might have pre-fired that because of how fast he was there. I don't know if he could even have reacted. I think that was a pre-fire. Just like a sidestep pre and just shoot as soon as the angle's open.
It looked somewhat absurd.
It was very fast, but that's what you got to do. And it goes to show how familiar Kenny S is with how you're supposed to play and what the most dangerous thing is to him. And it's going to be that guy on that angle. If he takes a shot like that, gets the kill, but whatever. We do have the push again from Titan into middle. And they look good for this so far, but look at that setup on the A site from HellRaisers. They got a guy on the site, one in Graveyard, and one kind of lurking nearish the blue truck between Graveyard and that area. So, interesting setup from them. No nades left to play with. It's going to have to be all individual skill, and already Apex opens up into Flamie. Titan crawling in now to this push, but they're going down. Dropping the bomb there momentarily as they try to find their way in, and that's it again. Bomb on the floor, Kucher with the frag, and they can't get in.
They cannot get in indeed. Maniac with half a minute to try and save one AK. And I'm not sure if he just got spotted there through the balcony area. Dosia is having a peek, having a butcher's, as you might say, in England. But he's going to be behind enemy lines now, as obviously things going to be dangerous if he just tries to stay in T-spawn. 2 frags coming in for Maniac. Can he get a third? His knife is out. And that's never going to be a good idea with 3 seconds left on the clock. Not sure what the point of that was. But he's paid for it, that's for sure. Last round now. HellRaisers looking at 11-4 potentially.
And for those of you who don't know what having butchers means, it's the Cockney rhyming slang. Butcher's hook, look. Having a look.
Well done, Dan. That's 10 points to you.
There you go.
If you keep this up, you'll get a gold star.
And the more aggressive angle open up by Kucher here, largely because he's aware now that they can't have an AWP, so he can take more aggressive angles because it's safe. It's safe for him to do that. And it's also likely that they won't challenge up middle if they don't have an AWP, and they know that Kucher does. So that gives him more free information. So that is why he stepped out that bit further that round, or this round rather. But still, look at this Titan are really fast in apartments. This could actually get dangerous. Really fast for HellRaisers. But they have 4 players towards the safe site. And already Kucher going to pick off one before the push comes in, thinning it out. And there's 3 ready to jump into pit right now. Are they going to do it though? Are they going to do it, James?
They seem to be spreading out somewhat. There is a strat where from between second mid and mid, you throw a smoke onto the truck. That smoke you pretty much see there, which allows you to rush out of balcony, although everybody knows it, which is maybe why we're not seeing the push coming in here from Titan through the apps. But Kenny S has basically re-smoked it with a bit of a different angle to support his teammates as they push through quad Titan with these strats. Really interesting, but the pit position is still in the hands of the CTs. Dosia's gone absolutely nuclear here, taking out 3 of the Titan players. Only Existence remains. He will fall as well. HellRaisers 11, Titan 4. They won 11 rounds in a row, Dan. 11 rounds in a row. They're not messing around. That was an excellent comeback after a horrible start.
Oh, you just made you said they got 11 rounds in a row. They're not messing around. Almost like, did you catch that? Messing around. And I caught that for some reason because I'm a weirdo. I'm a massive freak, James. There you go. Give me the silent treatment now. I see how this goes. I've thrown you in there before as well, and you say weird stuff. Anyways, this is indeed, as you said, pretty scary. 11-4 is kind of ridiculous, and to win it in that way. And like, as I said, they didn't do anything special. Like, kucher only aggressively pushed once. They just sat back and just let Titan try to... Oh my god! Hello!
LOL!
That was insane! Just instant 1 deke all the way up middle.
D got a pistol round!
As well, yeah.
Oh my god.
And they're going to go in at some point soon, as they now have the man advantage. Maniac's alone on the A side of things with the USP. Maniac.
Did he see that player?
I don't know. I don't know that he did. He's falling back.
It looks more obvious when you have like glowing X-ray around them, but...
Oh my god, they're just letting kucher go in. They're like, kucher, here you go, man. Just have at him. Go for it.
Kucher is digging on the pistol round.
He's AWP. It's the mini AWP.
Let me repeat. Kucher is digging on the pistol round. That's got to be demoralizing. When your teammate, when your opponent buys a deagle on a pistol round and shoots you in the face from the other side of the map. What left is there in this horrible world?
The thing is that why it's a big deal.
He's got 3 digs.
Like to explain why it's kind of like ridiculous is because it's kind of pointless. Because it's just like the kind of ranges that you can play with make it like a really horrible gun, and like they're not gonna have. It's gonna do well against the armor, but I still fancy my chances on having armor myself.
So would a Tech 9.
Or the running around with the Glock and armor yourself, jumping at the USPs. Like, there's just not much of an argument for a deagle.
And you can't buy anything else but a decoy. So it's madness. It's a madness play. These guys are crazy.
Love that nade, by the way. You didn't see it hit anything there, but often there is a player that can just be sat there, and especially in a round like this, he might not even have armor. He's just peeking just to get information. And so it can hit him and just do insane damage. It's such a small investment.
Straight ruin his life, Dan.
Yeah,
it's a life-ruining grenade.
Definitely. But there's also nades like this. In fact, I wanted to talk about nades before, like good pre-nades, timing nades to use for HEs, but never mind. I'll get a chance eventually.
Oh, wow.
Quick entry onto the B site is going to definitely make things better for HellRaisers as Existence sleeps with the fishes.
He went flying from barrels into a pond.
Bonne nuit.
Bonne nuit indeed.
Avec Poisson Rouge.
So the French have like baguettes, right? The Swiss have Gruyere cheese. What do the Belgians have?
Chocolates.
Of course they have chocolate.
Waffles.
And waffles. Belgian chocolate.
But not clogs, that's the Dutch guys, and tulips. That's Dutch guys.
Tulips.
That's the Dutch. And we're lacking Dutch players in this game, it would seem, at the top level, apart from Chris J.
Can't argue with you there, then.
Okay. All right, then.
What are the rest of them doing? They're all eating pancakes. And going to Burger Bar in Amsterdam. Shout outs to Burger Bar. Wagyu burgers. Wagyu beef. You fan of Wagyu beef, Dan?
What's that?
It's where they feed cows beer and massage them while playing classical music.
Really? Are you serious?
I am completely serious. It's a Japanese thing, of course.
Of course. If only something that's real could be Japanese, but...
Maniac is in the rear with the gear, Dan.
Yeah, he might be able to do this, able to get a quick kill. In fact,
it's quite difficult to see through there.
He's so far undetected, and the rest of his team is stacking the other side. Are they really not going to check any? Are they really not going to check better? Thank you, Dosia. High five, my friend. Going to be able to take down Maniac. It'd be criminal if they didn't check a bedroom on a round like this. Especially considering they were trying to take a reponse there. But they're going to push in, find the stack. Angel's like, stack? Hells yeah, that means 3 frags for me with the Mac 10. Picks up 2. Still 2 left to find. And they know there's going to be another one here. There it is. AdreN going to mow him down. And they've almost won the map now, James. It's almost over.
Indeed, but it is a best of 3, Dan. And HellRaisers have never won until they've won, that's for sure. So, as good as things look now, Titan are on almost a full buy. Obviously, Kenyes rolling with an M4 as opposed to an AWP or an AWP. So, we have a 3-man push down Banana here. Going for the same strat that we saw versus Envy. Just going to take control of essentially what is half the map in terms of routes to bomb sites. And then put extra bodies over to the other half. can see the rotation coming in there from 2 players, and it's once again going to be Existence holding down the banana area. A bit more passive than he was. Last time you saw him, he got caught by the tree area, and that gave NBK, gave Envy free reign of the B bomb site. This time, got to be more passive. Good thing he was, as you saw that nade come through the smoke there.
And one thing Kucher's been doing well is this, where he's going to be able to peek these angles with the AWP and try to open it up. But you can see that Titan actually don't want anything to do with this, and they've already kind of evacuated this area completely. Going to be Molotoving the corner there to make sure that nobody's hiding in on the left, as that can be very problematic. And Existence actually going to pick up a frag there towards Banana, so...
I wonder if that will be alarm bells for his team, though. Will that make an extra person rotate, or will they just hold steady with 2 on B and 3 on A? Nice pop flash there from Existence, just trying to slow things down with 25 seconds on the clock. The bomb is at bottom mid at the moment. The advance is coming over to A as AdreN tries to play silly buggers, but with 15 seconds on the clock, I feel like HellRaisers have waited too long.
Oh, that was a really good flash too. And they're going to go in on the A bomb site with no other choice left other than that. Already too late to plant, so it's just going to save the round. And that round was really uninspired, to say the least, here from HellRaisers. They managed to work, like they got up, I don't know, a little bit into middle. They got into like this area here. It's like this kind of an area. Let's say this area. That's much better. So they got there and they just decided not to do anything with it. They also kind of didn't have any control of anything past this point, so which is quite standard, but they didn't make a call. There was like no call either way. I mean,
and that's not stuff they can afford to do, because I mean they gave Titan a reasonable amount of money there. You can see them, or you can see how much they have now in the bank. And imagine if they didn't, you know, even if they won a round, if they won it with less people, HellRaisers could afford to die just to try and kill some of the players on the opposing force.
Did Kucher tag Angel for that with that shot? I'm not sure if he... Oh my god, that was disgusting there from Angel. But Apex comes in to save the day, takes 2 quick frags. That's going to help out massively. But 3 versus 2 HellRaisers, all they need to do now is regroup. Regrouping onto the A site. Dosia catching Maniac in the side, exposed completely in that position. And that might just be match point here for HellRaisers, as Apex just runs towards that AWP, picks it up, and it's going to save that one.
That was a fantastic information play from the team there. You saw the shoulder peek and Boiler. That gave the information that the CT was playing the quad area, tried to rotate the site, got punished by a player who was in position on app. So excellent example of teamwork there by the HellRaisers side. They bring it to game point here. This is the first game in a potential, well, it is a best of 3. Could go all 3 maps, who knows. As you saw the odds earlier on, all eyes are on Titan right now.
What was the next map again? I'm having a mental block. Was it I hope it...
This is why you write it down, Dan.
I mentally wrote it down, but now someone came along and erased it from my mind.
This is why you have pencils, Dan. To create. This is what I'm talking about.
I knew it! It's Dust 2! Boom! And
yes,
then nuke.
You knew it all along.
I had a sneaking suspicion, but it was... Anyway.
Wow.
Kenny S gonna, in the meantime, get a quick no-scope over towards Boiler. So that's gonna definitely make things pretty nice here for Titan. I mean, because in the immediacy, there is almost no map control. Now Angel is gonna take down Banana, and this is gonna help massively now, as they are gonna be able to pressure both sides. Titan, they don't have any info now. And there's so much time HellRaisers can just sit down in the middle of the map and just wait a little bit. Kenny S looks to go for a peek here. They all flashed here as Kenny S goes for a peek. Misses the shot. Kenny S has to do something here. He's seen a bunch of players. He's going to be able to call to Existence what's going on. Existence, can he get the kills here? In come the flashes. They don't know he's there. There is the spray with the Famous, picks up 1. Existence, can he get anything else? No. Now Kenny S is left against 3 players to save the round with the AWP, and this is going to be such a hard task. Good angle there into construction, into the doorway. But they're not going to bite just yet.
Kenny's in dire straits right now. 1 versus 3. That smoke going to waste so much time as well. He has a flash, but then he has 3 people knowing where he is. So he's got no kit either. This is just a disaster. And there it is.
16-5, very well cleaned up by them. So Dust 2 is now going to be the battleground with, of course, an advantage for HellRaisers, which I'm looking at the odds and just generally the public opinion anyway, is a little bit surprising that they had such a strong performance here. But what's more surprising was the way that they got the rounds, to me.
I think actually these 3 maps, looking at now we have hindsight from map 1 with Nuke as a deciding map. This could easily, I mean, they could pull out an upset here. This is entirely doable. Where you have strong, heavily favored CT maps like that, if they can play like that on them, they start CT first and Nuke, then this could be a wrap.
Oh yeah, and the thing is that they could definitely. I'd like to say that Titans should be a better Dust 2 team, but at the moment, I don't know, man. I don't know how it's going to go.
Have to wait and see.
But one thing I wanted to point out about Dust 2, and I don't know why we're not seeing this more, is that let's say 2 HEs, it's a very small investment, $600, right? So we're seeing very commonly in the top level, and this, by the way, guys, this is kind of like a besides the point, to something that has been on my mind recently. That when I've been watching a lot of these matches, because I went through a bunch of demos, and a lot of them are on Dust 2, right? And so, okay, some of you may have seen before I've spoken about like the timings that you have for how the Ts move across the map, especially in the default rounds when they're kind of going for kind of opening map control. Like for example, Dust 2, upper dark, into middle, into catwalk. Okay, round 120, you're going to have quite a lot of Ts kind of pushed up against catwalk and the Xbox on middle, that kind of area. And often around this timing, you'll see CTs. This is quite common now, quite common, very much in the meta game. You'll see CTs going for the stack there, which I think, if you want to go really old school, can be referred to the NOA stack, which is 2 players who have the angle, even if, with the smokes down or whatever, like stacked, so they can shoot players above the smoke who are coming up cat, or the ones who are jumping up onto the Xbox. They'll be able to see their heads and be able to spray them down. Super common, right? I mean, it happens all the time, right?
Yep.
So I've been wondering why I've never seen the Ts actually double nade this spot at that timing with HEs.
That's a good question.
I've watched a load of demos. I've seen it happen a lot. I see the CTs the majority of the time come out with a better trade, and I'm curious why we're not seeing the counter plays.